Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So we're kicking this week off with a back to uni sort of video. I'm having this as like my back to uni week. I would have been preparing for university if it was last year, the year before that. I have just finished my degree and I still want to be sharing like as many tips as I possibly can about my university experience, stuff that I went through, trying to share my experience so all of you lot at home can feel a little bit nicer and easier about going back to uni. And we're kicking the week off with one of my most requested videos every single year, which is like a freshers guide, freshers Q&A, to try and help you stop worrying about moving to university, because I know how it felt. I was exactly where you are right now, watching so many videos about freshers week, going to uni, moving away from home, feeling scared shitless. And I just want to sort of put your minds at ease a little bit and make the process a little bit easier on the mind so you're not worrying too much, and getting more excited more than anything. It's so exciting going to university. I'm so jealous of all of you out there who are going back into your first year or in sixth form or waiting to go to university. I'm very, very jealous and excited for you. So yeah, let's get on to the questions you guys sent on Instagram, and we'll try and run through them and hopefully make you feel a little bit easier. Let me know what you're worried about down below in case I don't cover it. Yeah, let's have a chat and make each other feel a little bit better in the comments. What university are you going to? How did your A-level results go? Like, just offload in the comments. I'd love to chat to you. How to stick to boundaries relating to going out with flatmates and to busy places. I'm scared of people judging me because I don't like going out much, let alone now with COVID. So obviously this year is going to be a little bit different in terms of freshers. Obviously I can't give my full advice because I haven't been to university whilst coronavirus has been around. I literally had to move home really abruptly in the middle of third year, just as I was about to start my exams and hand in my dissertation. So it was a massive struggle, and I'm really sad for anyone else who was in my position this year because it has been very deflating, underwhelming, anticlimactic. And obviously I feel for all of you who are going to university this year, and I think obviously the government guidelines are changing, so as long as you're staying, sticking to the rules and going out and still socialising, you can socialise still in your flat, and have like little mini flat parties with your flatmates, because obviously everyone's going to be moving together, and just as long as you're following the guidelines, I don't think there's anything that can go wrong. And also don't feel pressure to go out. That's another thing that I get a lot, people who aren't massive like going out party people. I'd say I'm like slap bang in the middle. Sometimes I really fancy a night out and want to drink and dance and party, and then other times I just want to stay in, have a cozy night in, editing in bed. So I sort of get both sides. But if you're a massive non-party person, please don't be worried about going to university. Although a lot of the culture, like uni culture, sort of surrounds partying and going out, that's only what you see sort of online. There are so many people who go to coffee shops, go to the library, stay in and play games with their flatmates. Like, it's not all about partying and going out, so please don't feel pressured to drink, and your flatmates shouldn't feel pressure you either. 99% of the time they won't. I can assure you, if you don't fancy going out, just speak. Like, we're all adults here, we can all accept if people like doing certain things and people don't, and if they don't, then you don't need them in your life, I think. So yeah, please don't be scared about that, as it's like one of the least things to worry about when you go. You'll just be so excited meeting new people, and there are so many other ways to meet people than going out in nightclubs. Like, most of my friends came from me living with them in first year. I met so many people on my course because we obviously have similar interests and want to study the same thing, and people in societies, and social media people that I met from just talking to them on social media. So yeah, there are way more ways to make friends and socialise than going out and partying. Okay, so someone sent in, what if my flatmates are horrible? You will have seen some of my videos if you've been following me from the start. I actually vlogged my entire 3 years at university pretty much every single day, so I'll leave my vlog channel down below. Even though this now is going to be my main channel and I'm going to be uploading my vlogs here, you don't have to go subscribe to my vlog channel, but that is literally where all of my uni life is. So obviously I'm going to keep it up, but you will see that I didn't have like the best experience really with flatmates in first year. Like, I only became really close with Hattie. 2 of my flatmates never came out of their rooms, which is obviously fair enough because they were obviously they were at uni to study rather than to socialise, which is, again, everyone each their own. And then the other 2 flatmates we just didn't get on with. Like, we're different people, like everyone gets on with people differently. So yeah, don't panic. If your flatmates are horrible, you don't get on with them, go in with the mindset of being like really open-minded, getting to know people, because I feel like if you prejudge and pre-think that everyone's going to be horrible, then you're going to not be in a great mindset when you meet them. act as if you're going to be best friends with everyone, get to know them, and if they really aren't your people after a few weeks, then that's fine. Like, you will find people that you get on with from your course, from societies, from walking around the university, from Freshers' Fair if that's still going ahead in some unis. Like, there are so many ways to meet people, so please don't worry. Even if your flatmates are horrible, you've still got your own space, safe space in your room, and if there are really severe problems, then you can always go to the accommodation offices and sort everything out. And I know people who have moved, so it's fine. How do you not pack all of your stuff? I'm the worst person to ask this. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really give much advice because I literally bring everything, my kitchen sink, my toilet, like everything in my room came with me to university, and I overpacked. There were so many things that I didn't even use, so I'm really sorry, but I don't have the best advice for this. How to make your room homely and cozy. I actually have a really exciting video going up soon with IQ Students, which is a university accommodation brand, and they have IQ students all over the country at different universities, and I worked with them on a video like how to make your room sort of like cozy, self-love vibes, body confident, the sort of stuff that I promote on Instagram. I sort of like injected that into rooms in the IQ Pavilions accommodation at my university in Lincoln. So that video will be coming soon, so you'll see that in a little bit more detail, but I definitely say fairy lights or some sort of lights are really relaxing. Diffusers, because most student accommodations don't allow for candles because of obviously fire hazards, so something like a reed diffuser or like a mist diffuser would be great. I put lots of sort of cool like quotes, blue tack quotes and stuff on the walls. Pin them on the pin board, put up a little mirror. I find having a little mirror with cute quotes around really sort of made me feel cozy and at home. Lots of pillows, blankets, especially because everyone goes to university in the UK around sort of autumn winter time, so getting all them cozy vibes. Like, I've got like all the blankets that I had at uni on my bed now. It makes me feel really cozy. Photos are a massive one. Photos of friends and family at home, pop them around your room and you'll feel like they're always with you. Which is what I did. And I really like plants as well. I find plants really relaxing and soothing, so maybe they could make you feel a little bit cozy. Cheap places to buy cleaning products and foods and things. So if you're looking for homeware, Primark and Wilko are amazing. I got a few like odd gems from Home Sense when they got reduced, but Wilko and Primark were like good all-rounders for everything. I did an actual Wilko haul last year, so I'll leave that down below in case anyone wants to get a bit of inspo, because I know a lot of Wilko stuff is stocked all year round, like for a few years. And in terms of food, I always shopped at Morrison's or Asda. Morrison's, Asda or Tesco were sort of our main places to get delivered. We tried different things. We ordered online when we moved out in second and third year because it was way easier. We didn't have a car to obviously transport shopping and stuff, and taxis were expensive. So we would sort of like half or three-way sort out the delivery. So it was really cheap in the end. And yeah, just sort of browse online. I really liked online shopping, but in first year I did go out and shop quite a lot. And Morrison's are really good for cheap stuff. I have my family's colleague discount for Tesco, so that obviously really helped me, especially there was like a Tesco Express on the way walking home in second and third year to my uni house, so I'd always like get bits and bobs that I needed from there. Do have a look around. Lots of the like Tesco own, Morrison's own, Asda's own products are actually really good and even better or taste better than the like branded stuff. So yeah, just have a sort of look around. You sort of get used to it, things that you like. Meal prepping, I know a lot of people meal prepped. I did for a few weeks in uni, and I'm not gonna lie, I sort of like caved and just sort of like ended up cooking what I fancied at the time. But I know that's how a lot of people save money, if they have like a set budget, sort out their meals for the week and then go from there. So yeah, that's my advice. Sharing a flat with friends, kind of feel nervous but excited. I get what you mean, because I was really scared of moving out with Megan and Hattie because they're like literally my best friends in the entire world, but a lot of people have like horror stories of realising they don't actually like living together. In first year I lived with Hattie, but it was sort of a bit different because we had our own bathrooms and we were like in an ensuite, sort of in our own personal space, whereas like in a uni house you're obviously sharing the kitchen a little bit more and it was sort of more intimate, but it was actually just like absolute heaven. It's like a dream come true, you know, when you're younger and at school and you're like, oh my god, I want to live with my best friends when I'm older, and not thinking about like partners or boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever. Yeah, it was just like an absolute dream come true living with my best friends, and I would go back in a heartbeat if I could. Like, I'm so fucking annoyed that coronavirus ruined everything. So yeah, I think just be excited, don't be nervous one bit, and don't be afraid to speak up if people are in your, like, doing something that you don't like, because then it will just be resolved really quickly, rather than sort of like building up anger inside of you if you're getting pissed off with something over and over again. So yeah, just pluck up the courage and say something when it happens, rather than sort of backdating everything and being like, you've been annoying me for months. It makes everything a lot worse. Mental health, specifically anxiety and OCD spiraling or being enhanced. So I have been someone, and I know a few of my friends have been people who have used the mental health services at uni. At the University of Lincoln, I used the student wellbeing quite a lot, especially in first year. I had very severe anxiety then, and in second year, to be honest. But in first year I was super anxious with the whole uni move and just things in general. Me and Hattie went to a couple of workshops that the Student Wellbeing Centre had that were obviously free. I spoke to like not a counsellor, but someone who sort of spoke to me for a few weeks when I was feeling a little bit low. So yeah, please don't be afraid to reach out. Student wellbeing services are there for a reason, and if you have to, don't be afraid to go to the doctors. That's where they directed me in second year when I had my really low point and got diagnosed with depression. But that wasn't specifically to do with uni, it was just like everything going on in my life. So yeah, don't be afraid to speak up, go to the student wellbeing services. Every single uni has some sort of form of wellbeing, so yeah, please don't be afraid to speak up and go to your doctor if you need to. Chat to your friends and family, but if you can't feel like you can't speak to people in your personal life, then go to these people that don't have any clue about you and won't prejudge you, and they will really help you and direct you into the right place. Okay, feeling homesick. Okay, so I personally didn't struggle with homesickness, but I know some of my friends ended up like sort of planning stuff with their family, planning when they were coming to visit or going home. I just definitely say don't go home too frequently from my personal point of view, because I feel like it will make you go backwards and make you sort of rely on your home and being back with your family. And maybe once a month you can see your family, twice a month if you really want to. Like, I'm really family orientated, but I found that staying in my uni flat for longer made me sort of less rely on my family and want to see them less. Not in a mean way, just so I can obviously gain my independence and confidence in myself, which obviously worked because I feel like I'm the most independent and confident I have been ever. So yeah, I'd say maybe plan stuff, but don't over plan, and don't maybe rely on going back home for happiness. Try and find it within yourself and sort of like fight those first weeks at uni off. Okay, so I've got someone who's saying that they're worried about making friends as they're staying at home for uni. Which I obviously can see, because when a lot of people, or most people, do move out from uni and don't stay at home. There are so many opportunities though. Like I said, it's not just like who you're living with, or not just your course mates. Like, you have all of these different pathways you can go that you will meet friends. So societies, different events that the uni hold, going out with people from uni. Course mates are obviously a great one because you're going to be spending probably the most time with them. So I'd say make friends on your course, go out with them, make an effort to socialise with those, and you honestly have nothing to worry about. I promise you, you'll still find friends even if you're not living in student accommodation. I think that's all I'm gonna do, just to keep this short and snappy. I think those are the most popular questions that I get asked about: homesickness, friends, moving out, worries. I hope I covered them okay, and let me know if I didn't, and we can have a chat down below. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this, subscribe down below if you're new, and make sure you stay tuned for more uni videos that are coming this week. Bye guys!